Today is National Peace Officers Memorial Day, and at any moment now, President Biden will be speaking at the annual memorial service at the nation's capital, honoring fallen police officers from across the country. It is part of National Police Week, where our nation honors the contributions of officers. So far this year, 21 officers have been shot and killed in the line of duty. Joining me now, one of the individuals who will be honoring fallen officers today, David Johnson. He is with the Illinois chapter of Concerns of Police Survivors and a brother of a fallen officer. Thank you for being with us this morning. Your brother, Todd Johnson, died in a training exercise accident in 1993. So this is very personal for you. What does it mean for you, David, to be there today?
It's an opportunity to remember him and the other officers that have given their lives in the line of duty. It's also an opportunity to help new survivors realize they're not alone. Being from Illinois, we did not have a chapter in when he was killed in '93. So I thought I was alone, did not know how many officers, annually is about 160 and 175 officers are killed a year. And didn't know there were more people out there. And Concerns of Police Survivors is an opportunity to meet others. The memorial is a chance to remember my officer and their officers and all officers.
In the immediacy of the loss of an officer, of a loved one, what have you found the greatest need to be, and how have you all been able to meet that need for other families?
Illinois, we're fortunate enough, part of the Concerns of Police Survivors for us has an immediate response team, a critical action team that can go out and hook up those family members as quick as possible with family members that have gone through it. Also, we have officers involved that can actually help agencies deal with the loss of a coworker. Not all agencies, fortunately, they don't always have to deal with it. So they don't know what to do, and we're able to assist them during that period.
What does it mean for you, David, to see the people from so many walks of life, so many departments, not just in the U.S., but from around the world, who are there today and this week to honor your brother and others?
It's humbling. The biggest one was from England, and it was a number of years back. They started a very similar program, watched how Concerns of Police Survivors did theirs. So they started doing an honor for their officers that have fallen. So it's grown worldwide. So we can recognize officers from across the world that have been killed in the line of duty.
And share their story and who they were. Tell us about Todd.
Todd he was my brother. I didn't realize some of the stuff he was doing. He would go out. He was an auxiliary officer, wanted to be a career officer. He was doing extra training. He'd do extra assignments. But in family functions, he was the comedian at the family functions. So he'd always crack a joke. Christmas, he was notorious for coming in and saying something goofy. And that's deeply missed.
I'm sure it is. Finally, as you gather to honor your brother and others, how can people not only pay tribute to the lost, but also show appreciation for law enforcement across the country today and every day?
Every day is just thank an officer. Thank them for doing their job. It's not the easiest job in the world. They have to put up with a lot of things. On January 9th is National Police Officers Appreciation Day. It's another day to thank an officer. And then whatever they can do to support a program like Illinois Cops or National Concerns of Police Survivors to help get families to much needed hands-on trainings, meeting other survivors that have gone through it, knowing they're not alone in what they're doing.
You're not alone. There are other people who have been through it, and there are lots of shoulders to lean on and hugs to be had. David Johnson, thanks for joining us today. I know being there is important to you, and we appreciate you taking the time. Thank you for watching. Go to NewsNationNow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.